Gentlemen, a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. The NFL is back. Happy NFL Sunday, week one to all football fans out there. Appreciate you guys again. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media platforms. I truly appreciate it. And don't forget to turn on that icon bell to always receive the latest notifications on this video. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. So, getting on this Clippers game that they lost to the Denver Nuggets earlier today, 111-98. Now, I got on the Clippers and I said, and I wanted all the smoke, and you guys could go check out my community post where I trash the Clippers. But here's the thing that I started to look at a little more deeper, guys. What I'm starting to realize is you got to look at how the Lakers quickly dispatched both the Blazers and what's his team? I'm starting to forget them now because they haven't played poorly. Oh, they've been playing very poorly. Oh, they're Houston Rockets. There you go. Right? Both teams could probably challenge the Lakers offensively, but they're not very good defensive teams. So once the Lakers made the adjustment in terms of what both teams like to do offensively, they were pretty much gone out of the series. And notice that the Lakers have had rest in between rounds. Now, give the Lakers credit. They have, they've already, taken care of business. LeBron and AD have played well. But it's what Tim Legler said last night. Tim Legler, he said that the Lakers have not faced the level of defense that they have not been able to face as of yet. Now, when you look at the Clippers, they should have dispatched the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks made the series go long. The Clippers have made the series go longer than they should have. Again, no excuses. They got beat those games because they decided to screw around. The problem is I'm noticing that they have a lot of talent, but they're showing no heart. It's like when things go bad, they decide to start to give up. They decide to just lollygag. They just start to get complacent. They start to get one and done. Because if you notice the Clippers, especially in the last two games against the Nuggets, they've lost this game in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. They've lost this game in the third quarter. And also the Nuggets, they're winning the free throw disparity in the second half. So what I'm noticing is while I don't give the Clippers excuses because they flat out got beat in the last two games, the referees have kind of dictated and kind of dispatched the rhythm of the Clippers, and I've noticed that. And then for some reason, the Clippers just forget all of a sudden how to play basketball. And I also got to get on Kawhi Leonard because Kawhi Leonard, he's really not taking the challenge defensively like he should be, which is why Doc Rivers, you're on the hot seat. Clippers, if they blow this 3-1 lead, they will never hear the end of it from Laker fans, and then in particularly LeBron fans. Kawhi will never hear the end of it. Paul George will once again go to George Paul, as usual. And it's not going to be looking good. Then it's like you got Lemon Pepper, Lou Wings, Lou Will, and then you got Montrezl Harrell, along with the rest of that team. And Doc Rivers is on the hot seat. It's like Doc is kind of a tweener. And I said I felt like he's a little bit overrated when it comes to his coaching. And I feel like he's been riding that one championship that he won in Boston. There's a lot of times you could kind of question some things from Doc. Not everything is his fault in his coaching career. But you have to even go back to the days in Orlando when T-Mac was there and he could have had a Tim Duncan, But like I said, Doc has kind of been riding on this one championship. And then with more talent, with the 2015 Clippers team that he had, that team blew a 3-1 lead. And with the talented team that the Clippers have right now, they're on the verge of blowing a 3-1 lead. It's like they already blown it, and now it's a game 7. The Clippers have had two opportunities to close this series out, but they've lost this game in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The Clippers have been out of rhythm, and then all of a sudden they now are trying to find themselves again, trying to learn how to play basketball now in the middle of playoff games. And then the Nuggets all of a sudden are getting this, they have again, give credit to the Denver Nuggets. They don't quit. No one said this was going to be easy for the Clippers, but my thing is they're not showing killer instinct. You know what that also tells me, ladies and gentlemen? That they have not learned how to be able to play through referees when they make bad calls. And I do agree with Doc Rivers on this aspect. The Clippers are looking for the whistle, which they don't need to. Also, they need to stay out of foul trouble. And I said this also. The Clippers have emotional players on this team. If the Clippers do get by the Nuggets, you need to understand that they're going to need to keep their composure against the Los Angeles Lakers. Because if you look at the referees, and if you look at the way that the Lakers have ended their series so quickly, and now the Clippers are in a game 7, you're going to have to start thinking here. That gives the Lakers more rest, so they'll be more fully prepared to go up against the Clippers. which tells me, again, ladies and gentlemen, they have not learned how to play through the referees. But I'm also saying, if you guys watch my community post, because people are going to say, oh, Lewis, you're making excuses, go to my community post. I'm saying it in this video. So if you're going to come to me and come with like slack and I'm making excuses and I'm being a hater of the Lakers and LeBron, go to my community post. The last post I sent, and that's all I'm going to say because I'm not going to respond. But again, the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, your legacy's on the line, believe it or not. Paul George, this is the team that you've asked for. You finally got the pieces. You need to get the job done. You played well in Game 6, but now the marbles are on for Game 7. And Doc Rivers. If you don't coach the best game of your career right now up to this point, you're going to be on the hot seat and you're going to be labeled as overrated. Remember, a lot of people have already given up on you guys because of the fact that you've blown a 3-1 lead. But it's like I've said before, if you guys are really paying attention, notice the free throw disparity in the second half. Now, the Clippers are not shooting the ball well neither because, like I said, they're going one-on-one. It's like one and done with the Clippers. Once they start to foul, it takes away their defensive rhythm. Another thing that the Clippers need to stop doing, they need to stop playing so fast because the faster they play, the more energy they're exerting, and they're not going to have enough energy to defend at the end of games. The Nuggets want to get in transition. The Clippers need to slow the game down. You need to run opportunistically, and they're not doing that neither. So if you really want to look at where the Clippers are losing these games, they've been dominant in the first half in games 5 and 6, and they've played poorly in the second half, and it starts with the third quarter. So the Clippers, you want to get off to a good start, but you're going to have to play a 48-minute game. You cannot. The Clippers have to be wary of that third quarter because if they lose the third quarter in Game 7, the Denver Nuggets are going to the Western Conference Finals. But I'm going to say this again. I think the Clippers are going to win the series because, again, the NBA is looking to take advantage of that Clippers versus Lakers matchup for ratings, guys. Battle of LA, you know everybody's going to be in tune for that. I just don't think that the NBA is going to want to look to put the Denver Nuggets. The only way that I see the Denver Nuggets winning this series, guys, is if the Clippers look like a defeated team to where the league's saying it's not worth putting them against the Lakers in this series. That's the only way I see it happening. But the Denver Nuggets, this is a pretty damn good basketball team. They don't quit and they show a lot of heart and they stay competitive. They should have been done in the first round. They should have been done in this round. But they keep fighting back. But like I said, look for the refs. Because, see, people have been getting on Tim Donaghy for 2002 with the Lakers and Kings. But the referees have been disrupting for a long time. That's why the Tim Donaghy thing, in a way, it just kind of doesn't make sense now at this point. Because there should be a lot more referees on the fire. But it is what it is, man. So I had to just make this video. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think the Clippers are going to win Game 7? Or is their legacy going to come to a screeching halt and continue to not make it to the conference finals, and the Clipper curse will continue, and the Denver Nuggets will make their first appearance since Carmelo was in uniform back in 2009 with Chauncey Billups and those Denver Nuggets boys 11 years ago. So let me know what you guys think. You got the Nuggets in Game 7, or do you got the Clippers in Game 7? I think I got the Clippers in Game 7 just because I think the whistles are going to come in their favor. I just got a funny feeling that the whistles will come in their favor. Now, I think that's just how it's going to be. But let me know what you guys think. Anyway, bless up. Live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for my main man basketball with Lewis and D. Y'all already know how it is, man. Kick it.